of the FIDE World Championship match, Ding had the white pieces. The ceremonial move was made by FIDE master Mike Klein. B3 was by far the most ambitious move we've seen, which left both players smiling at the board. Guess that's why we call him Fun Master Mike. With his opening move, C4, Ding showed that he is ready for war. He then opted for a quiet two-knights opening in the English that closely resembled a game between Rapport and Zaragotsky played in 2013, but quickly deviated on move 11 when Ding played castles instead of h4. Over in the commentary room, Anand began discussing the ideas for Nepo, highlighting the importance of c5 on move 15 by Ding.
There's
one other plan is h3, bishop h5, bishop e2, but I can't believe. Oh, he's gone c5.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
so
but he hasn't bothered with the formality of h3.
Yes,
bishop h5,
he has not
so
bothered with throwing that in. So he has gone c5, and that definitely is starting to spice up the game.
The pawn break reminded the commentators of Garry Kasparov's 60th birthday, which he celebrated today.
It's Gary's 60th birthday, so that should be kind of inspiring the players to give him a birthday gift.
Our birthday boy has made c5 sacks on many occasions, so it's very much in his honor.
Tactics loomed as the middle game approached.
The struggle is all around these two advanced pawns on d5 and e5. White is going to solve his problem slightly tactically. The main thing is right now rook takes e5 is not possible because of bishop h7 check. And we will see the same thing going on after queen g5. We're going to play queen c3, same tactic, same way of defending. And with the bishop on e4, the pawn breaks don't undermine d5 quite as fast. So at the moment it looks like black's a stable pawn up, but white's got this central pawn mass and good chances to do something with it. And the position's unbalanced enough that it's actually kind of exciting here.
Jan rerouted his knight to f5. This is where the idea of knight d4 was introduced by the commentators.
Taking a knight f3?
No, I take and rook e4. Because I wanted to ask you about your f4 pawn, how you're going to defend it.
Okay.
Yeah, and rook e4.
Yes. I feel like you got more excited about this position suddenly when you saw this pawn hanging.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you can't push it anymore. That's out of the question. So knight d4 doesn't. Knight d4 hits something, but you really want to make this exchange sack, huh? So I'm gonna let you do it, Vishy, so we can see this idea. Take it. Just to show people that the point is that if you can't take, well,
by the way, I could go knight b3 as well.
Yeah, I mean, basically the idea is that there's some kind of fork, so we're getting rid of the knight. And let's evaluate this position. Pawns are even. White has a knight, black has a rook. But of course,
White has a pawn on e6.
Yes.
I would like to emphasize that one.
Jan, while underestimating the power of the exchange sacrifice, played knight d4, which left him in a worse position.
Okay, so he just went knight d4.
I'm going to look like a genius, and I'm going to look pretty blank at the end of this.
So you're saying just sack the exchange.
Just do it.
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing image, like the opposite of the second game where Nepo was the one who made the exchange sack. And in this game, Ding has a chance to make a winning exchange sack. Well, winning is like at least, well, we're hoping this move
But did you notice the last few moves Jan has been blitzing?
Yes.
He didn't bother with he didn't even consider bishop g6.
Yeah.
Because we thought that was a real fortress element, keeping the light squared bishops. He didn't bother with, and he just charged up to d4, and I think rook d4, cd4, knight b3.
Look at Ding. Look at that posture. That's the posture of someone who sees something and is trying to figure it out, right?
Bingo.
Yes.
Bingo, it's over.
Wow, hold on.
Game over, I think.
Ding just went for it. So the exchange sack, and Nepo looks a little bit surprised, looks a little bit taken aback by that.
But he's got to have seen knight b3 now.
Sure, and knight b3, so is the point. And basically your knight, well, if you get the pawn and you get your knight in here, then it's definitely game over.
Well, Ding's walking away.
Yeah, Ding's walking away, feeling pretty good about his position.
But this was insane. I don't think Jan's position was so terrible just 3 moves ago. He just went knight f5, knight d4, everything without thinking.
Yeah, it's true.
It's nuts.
Ding left little to criticize after this point, playing accurately till the end. Nepo soon threw in the towel and resigned.
I feel like you gotta feel some happiness when you play chess. You know, you get those wins because, like, who knows when this day is gonna come, and you're gonna be so far from that. Queen F8 is on the board.
Yeah.
And Jan has resigned. Yeah, so very big comeback from Ding.
Very big and very courageous play, because for me, holding these pawns on d5, e5 seemed very difficult, but Ding went for queen f3, rook takes d4, knight b3 all instantly because it is winning.
Players spoke earnestly regarding their feelings about the game.
I guess it was a very tense game, so I think I misjudged like the position after like c5, like letting all this structure happen. So I thought it's quite nice for black, but even if so, it's incredibly difficult to play. Yes, so I mean you have basically no idea what to do. But I guess it was more or less playable, of course, until I just lost my focus and ended up letting rook d4 happen. But I guess if not rook d4, I mean, okay, if not go for this like for this maneuver like knight f5, just play slowly like rook d8, c6 or something. So I should be still quite tense, but yeah, clearly it's much easier to play for white. Yeah, it's one of the main openings for Ding. So yeah, shame on me for not repeating lines properly. Yeah, I guess the position is very, very solid for black, but once again, probably this like was over optimistic to let this c5, e5 happen. But particular game of you said rapport, probably not. But I guess I play with Ding, not with rapport. Yeah.
Well, of course, I'm very happy to win the game, and yeah, I'm also with I'm pleased with my the quality. Yeah. It's a very hard game, and I managed to keep things under control. So I'm very happy.
Ding, the question about this moment of knight d4 and rook d4. We have seen your reaction on camera. Your face expressions changed right away, and you made this rook exchange sacrifice in about 1 minute. Can you please share these feelings that you were feeling at that moment?
When I played queen f3, I was calculating something like knight d4 and queen d3 back. But when he played knight d4, I suddenly saw the idea of exchange sacrifice, and the important point is after c5 I have d6. This is very, very lucky for me, since c5 doesn't work, and he not only lose the pawn but also my knight is very, very strongly placed on d4. So it's like yeah, suddenly I feel I was winning at that point. Or auto prepare after knight f4. Okay. So I was on my own after that.
Ding Liren has leveled the score heading into round 5. The next round will be on the 15th, as players have time to rest tomorrow. It may be cold outside, but the heat is rising at the chessboard. See you on Saturday at 3 p.m. Don't be late.